desires are never the problem. You can spend a lot of time driving yourself crazy trying to get rid of desires or thinking that the purpose of letting the divine take the lead is to get rid of desires. It is not. It's just like the purpose of meditation is not to get rid of thoughts. It's the same. It's not to get rid of desires. They come with being in a human body. It's that desires don't own your ass. That's the purpose. It's that desires don't own you. So when somebody says, well, I'm only human, and of course I have desires, and I don't want to get rid of them, I'm like, why should you have to get rid of them? And, my desires are God's desires. Here is how you know if your desire is God's desire. You've let go. You're no longer suffering about it. You're no longer having a tantrum every single day that the desire isn't fulfilled. When you've let go, your desire becomes holy. That's why I posted, if you're on the Facebook thing, that's why I know some of you, I think that most of you have seen this, but maybe some of you haven't. Because we're about almost at Easter, if you go to that old video I made, Dying to Love, which I made right before Easter, maybe 5 years ago, you really get a taste of this. It was never about getting rid of desires. You can embrace them with your whole heart, but then when you offer them, you're basically saying, whatever it takes, I can't live in this tantrum anymore with reality. This is where radical acceptance comes in. It's like you're saying, just for today, allow me to have the experience that I can accept this as it is, just for today, and that maybe there's something for my soul to learn from how it is, just for today. You're not trying to accept it for the next 20 years because it could change tomorrow. That's how God rolls. Anything can change in a heartbeat when it's time for it to change, if it's time for it to change. But it's the tantrum against reality as it is in the moment that keeps recreating the wheel, recreating the wheel, recreating the wheel. So, to use that example that very often comes up when someone, and which I understand deeply, like when someone says, I can simply not accept that I don't have a partner, or that I don't have a husband, or that I don't have a family. I can't accept it. I can't accept it. I want it, I want it, I want it. The way you work with this is not by spanking yourself or thinking you shouldn't have the desire. Of course you have the desire. Maybe you've got 10 planets in Libra. Maybe you have Taurus rising. Maybe you have Venus next to Pluto. Maybe you have something deep in the chart that makes you want that. That's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with the desire. The problem is the fallacy that at any given moment, every single desire is supposed to be fulfilled, or a tantrum is the logical expression. It's like the act of offering starts to say, just for today, dear God, give me peace as it is. Doesn't mean the desire is going to go away. It just says, give me peace. It's that line from Adyashanti where he says, like, the ultimate freedom is not needing to be happy every minute. It's like you're saying, let me have peace with or without this thing I think I need in order to be happy. And as soon as you're doing that, and you're even giving yourself that radical acceptance saying, I hate this, I want that, I want it, I hate this, then that's fine. But then accept that, so that you're saying, I accept myself in that place of wishing this were different. But just for today, God, crack me open. That's what this route is. This is a cracking open. And if you want to talk about desires, you start to desire being cracked open more than you even desire the thing. That's the bottom truth. You start to desire being cracked open by God to that place of freedom more than you even desire the thing. Now, if you're not there, don't worry about it. Just accept wherever you are and send it love. If you keep sending the acceptance at whatever stage of this you're in, the hand starts unclenching. It's just what happens. The hand starts unclenching because you're saying, oh God, I would love this, but I don't want to keep living mad about this every single day because it's not this minute what's occurring. So give me the power and ability to accept it as it is just for today and give me peace. Or let me even have peace with being mad about it. But let me have that peace. Let me have that radical acceptance. Of course, the joke of this is that over and over, this is the change point. You know, I think I had posted this on Facebook, but for anybody who didn't see it, I was reading the Sunday New York Times, and there was this very cool interview that they did with this guy from, I believe, Latin America, he's written all these books on hitchhiking, and he and his girlfriend have like traveled the whole world almost entirely by hitching. So he's become sort of this expert on hitchhiking. And they were talking to him, and he said, look, the whole way this works is when you stand by the side of the road and you're frustrated and desperate and God damn it, bring me a ride. I can't take it anymore. The rides don't come. He's just like, they don't come. And when you're out there and you're zen about it and you're like, you know, it's a beautiful day. I'm just going to sit by the road until the right thing comes. They come within 10 minutes. And he had all these examples of it. So, you know, and then he was saying it took him a while to realize it was the same with romance. It was like when he chased things, they just never came. And as soon as he was like, oh, you know, I'll meet her when it's time to meet her, that's when it happened. So I just love the metaphor of that because it really is the radical acceptance is the magic key that opens so many doors, but you're not doing it as a strategy to get the thing. You're doing it because you want the peace of God more than anything. So really, it becomes the ultimate desire. You could say all life is about desire. It just depends what you're desiring. At some point, the desire for peace, to live from that place of wholeness and peace, becomes stronger than anything. And when it does, the radical acceptance gets easier because you're just so exhausted railing against reality. And then ironically, that's often when the door opens. Over and over and over. It's like WD-40 for the stuck door. It's amazing. So, all right. I wanted to